Sorry, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have this weirdo on YouTube, and I feel stupid even making this phone call, but I'm from Canada. I'm calling from Canada, and this weird dude that lives out there in Ephrata keeps saying that I'm calling you guys and making false police reports that he's beating his mother's ass on live. I've not called you guys at all. I've never called the police for anything with this, for any reason. And so I just want to confirm that like no one's calling and like impersonating me or anything like that, because like this guy is nuts. I don't know what his problem is.
Is his name Jeremy by any chance?
It's Jonathan.
Jonathan, sorry. Haldeman?
Jonathan Haldeman, yes.
Okay. Yes, I'm familiar with Jonathan. You said you follow him on YouTube, or he follows you? How's that work?
Well, I mean, I'm a reaction channel, so like I cover just like various things on YouTube, right? And
Right.
he does a lot of like insane, crazy stuff on YouTube. So I cover him occasionally, and he streams about me I haven't covered him in 5 weeks, and he talks about me non-stop. He makes threats towards me. He makes threats towards various other women. Like he says this sickest shit on his streams. And then he comes on today. I was at work, and everyone's like, "Oh, what the hell? Look at the title." And I was like, okay." And I'm like on my break listening to part of it, and he's like saying, "Emily," the title is "Emma's in trouble with the police," and he's like, "So Emma's been making false police reports to the police saying I beat my mother and I drag her around on live stream." Like, I've never called the fucking police for any of this YouTube shit. You're nuts. Like, dude, move on with your life. And he's like, they looked at Emily's channel and Emma's channel, and they're going to take it down, and it's been escalated to their superiors, and they tracked it right to Emma's place. And I'm like, well, they didn't, because I didn't call. But another woman from Canada, Amber, did call, because he's been continuously trying to contact her abusive ex. He's like putting gloves on, like latex gloves on his channel, and saying he's going to anally rape her and call her abusive ex and find out all about her life and stuff. And he keeps threatening to do the same with me. And I'm just like, dude, you're like mentally ill, which is why I don't cover him anymore. So I just want to make sure that like you're aware, I'm not making any phone calls about his mother or any of that stuff.
No, I understand, ma'am. It's not funny you brought him up, but it's funny you bring him up, because I know I've dealt with Jonathan several times.
I bet you have.
He is mentally handicapped.
He's mentally handicapped?
He has a lot of mental issues.
Oh yeah, that's very aware. He has a lot of mental issues. Like, he does the same live stream over and over again.
Yeah, being on YouTube is something that I guess kind of like his tick, or like that's what draws to him. Like, keep him calm.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like how like people play video games, or like someone else goes for a walk to calm them down. Like, YouTube is his thing.
Yeah, and he says that he's like, "Oh, this is my Bob Ross canvas," and then he'll delete his channel and he'll come right back, and then be like, "I won't let the trolls win," and then he just goes on, and I'm going to find out everything on Emma, and like, people are leaving. Like, he doesn't have anybody that watches him anymore. Like, he has 2 people in his chat. One woman that's equally as crazy as him from Australia, and like 2 other people. And he's upset with me because like, the 5 or 6 people that were left watching him stopped watching him because he says the most disgusting stuff on his lives. And he blames me, like I'm the bane of his existence. And I'm just like, dude, like, and he's like, "I'm going to find out everything about Emma. I'm going to do this." I'm like, dude, like, you need help. Like, you need to be medicated. Like, I know he went to jail for 6 months for like attacking a cop with a log or whatever. But like, this is ridiculous. Like, he literally does not stop. He does multiple live streams a day. The other day he streamed for 9 hours, repeating himself on a loop.
Yeah, and I like I said, ma'am, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
With him, in terms of like your safety, I feel fairly confident saying you're fine.
Oh no, I'm not worried about my safety because I'm not making any of these calls. I just wanted to reiterate.
I know you're not.
Yeah, and so you know I'm not, and I want to have that on record that you know I'm not making these phone calls. I'm not saying anything
No,
about him.
100%.
So you can confirm I have not made any calls to you.
Yep. No. Like I said, Emma, like I know I'm familiar with him. I know exactly what he's about, and everything that you just told me jives very well with all my other encounters with him and people calling in about him.
Yeah. Like Emma's calling pizzas and she's calling the police. And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I literally laugh at stuff once a week on the internet. And he just like, it's like because he feels embarrassed and because I'm a woman, like he has a weird thing about like women and like attacking them constantly. It's very odd. Like he's a very strange person.
And you're the second person that's called in today about him.
Yeah, it's probably Amber. She's from Canada as well. And she just doesn't want to, she wants nothing to do with him because he's creepy. And because she doesn't want anything to do with him, he's blaming me for it. And I'm like, I don't have control over people's decisions. Like I'm a person on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, not reaching out to anybody and being like, don't speak to Jonathan. You know what I mean? Like, it's very weird. And it's like, it needs to stop. Like, so I'm just like, I don't mind. I'll keep ignoring it, but I'm like, I'm going to hit the police department. I'm going to make sure.
You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing by calling us. We have adult protective services that have a case with him open right now.
Oh, they have a case. Adult protective services has a case open with him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's coming. Sir, officer, I forgot what your name was. I'm sorry.
It's
Officer. So like, with his mother, he keeps coming online, and what he's doing is he's putting all his donation links in the stream, which is fine. I mean, like if you were trying to make money, whatever. But he's telling these insane stories about that his mother has dementia. She's eating rotten food, basically, taking cold showers because she's not paying her bills. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to call anybody about this, but other people on the internet are probably going to call when you're saying your mom, you're trying to make people give you donations by saying your mother is so disabled and has such bad dementia, she can't pay the bills, and you guys are eating expired food. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, you probably shouldn't say those types of things on the internet. Now he's saying things like, the next thing Emma's going to do is have me swatted. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I haven't even called the police.
Yeah, I'm like I said, man, I'm hearing everything you're saying. Adult Protective Services has been out there once already today, and they keep us up to speed with everything as well. But basically, yes, you're not the first. You're not going to be the last person he calls about. I just block him and don't go on his stuff anymore. He'll get over it.
Oh, I don't even have his number. I don't call him. I don't speak to him. I cover him on YouTube. Like 5 weeks ago was the last time I covered him. And then I covered him the other day because this woman, Amber, that he's literally stalking at this point for having the audacity to say like she wasn't comfortable in his streams anymore. She came on my panel because she wanted to tell him to leave her alone. And ever since then, like, he will not stop. He's like, every stream, he's like, he deletes his streams, but I make copies of them because I'm like, for safety purposes, you know what I mean? Like, he does these like ridiculous streams and he talks about the same thing on a loop over and over again. He's like, Emma's to blame for everything. She took all my supporters away. She did it. I don't. I literally I stream once a week and I laugh at funny shit on the internet. And like, he's like, the cops are escalating this, Emily. You're going to be going to jail soon, Emily. And my name is not even Emily. But he's like, he thinks he's doing something because other people that, everybody has haters on the internet, right? And I just ignore the ones that don't like me. So I don't know who told him that was my name, but I think it's funny. So he goes back and forth from calling me Emma to Emily. But he's like, he's got it in the title of his current live stream right now, which he'll delete because he always does, but I have a copy of it. And he's like, Emma's in trouble with the police. And then he's like, you can't do that, Emma. That's a big no-no. You called the police. They saw your channel and they said that they're escalating it to their superiors and you're going to be losing your channel and your freedom because you're going to be going to jail. And I'm like, for what? I literally have never called the police on anyone.
But yeah, it's all like you said, you want to make us aware, like we are.
Okay.
So you're good.
Yeah. So like you're saying, like you said, he's mentally handicapped. You've been dealing with him a lot and there's an open case with APS. I'm glad, because if that's actually happening with his mom, like, I mean, I hope somebody helps her.
Yeah, we have the resources already in motion.
Okay. Okay, good.
Nothing criminal right now, but we're trying to get ahead with the mental health stuff so that way it doesn't escalate to criminal proceedings.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it's just the both of them in the house. And like, I'm not going to call Adult Protective Services. I didn't even know there was an open case till you just told me about it.
Right. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, of all the people we deal with throughout my career, 9 times out of 10, I'd say probably 80% of the time, the people we deal with more or less is already suffering from something mental.
Yeah.
So we try to get ahead of these things first on the mental aspects. So that way, it's like I said, it doesn't escalate to them to something criminal.
Yeah, and I mean, and he's got like this big weed tent behind him too, where he's growing pot. And I'm like, it's not even legal there.
Oh yeah, I've been already. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm like, you should stop doing that. You're putting your mother's house at risk. Everything, like, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I just
see everything. You're good to go.
Okay, I'm good to go. You know, I haven't made any calls. I just wanted to get that on the record because I'm so tired of this shit.
Yep, you got it. Nope, I have it all here. As soon as somebody contacts us, everything's recorded. Or not recorded, but documented.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, officer. Thank you for taking the time.
Yes, ma'am. You take care.
You too. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.